Hey, what's up? Gonna do some game development today. Working through the last few systems right now for a demo. Oop. Alright. Found a new bug with the death system. Let's see if it extends to everyone. So it's not executing them. Let's see what's going on. Uh-huh. I think this might be the issue. My parry system isn't set up properly. Set the enemy dead. And then check if it's either an execution, an assassination, or a regular death. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Starlight Gippy. How's this? Does this sound better? Can you hear me now? Okay, you'll let me know in chat. There we go. That looks better. Okay, I'm glad. Can't complain. All good here, honestly. Just trying to figure out the last few kinks of my game until I can put out at least something on itch for people to play. This one, it's gone through a few iterations. Originally, this was supposed to be like an FPS, but I didn't realize how much actually goes into making an FPS. So I started the FPS project around 2 years ago, but I shifted this one over to be more of a Souls-like while taking, not even like a Souls-like, but more of like a God of War-like. And while taking inspiration from the third-person shooter, that's been like a year. You can knock out a couple of executions, assassinations. So let's see if you come up from the back. There we go. Pretty good health bar. Boss fight now. So you can't execute or... You can't execute or assassinate the bosses. So I want you to be able to parry them. There we go. So that's going to be like the parry move, where you just come in and you parry them. But I can't seem to get it to work normally. How to change engines on yours so I could get it. I hear you. I originally started this project in Unity, but then Unity had all that bullshit. I'm glad they walked it back, but I still don't trust them. Yeah, the visual scripting in Unreal is incredible. The entire project is built with blueprints. I would love to kind of like start working through like some C++, but there's already so much that went into making it like this. Would hate to kind of like have to start over. Okay, that was everything here. All right, so this is handling the death of the enemy AI. I don't like the classic Unreal Engine 5 realism. I think too many games are made that way. So I'm trying to figure out cell shading. But there's so much that just goes into it. Yeah, cannot trust Unity at all. I refuse. I feel like a good starter engine for players now would be Godot. I feel like Unreal is just, there's so much that goes into it. Too dark. I like you. What's this one? 2. Mm-hmm. Where's my maps? Make it... I'm a carpenter. I have no idea how to fix that, but I can make tables. That's kind of cool. Thanks. We all have our skills. But honestly, with YouTube, you can pretty much learn anything at this point. I know right now for me, it's the dialogue systems. I've been really trying to do that, but man, it's been a struggle. I was on Godot, and I was having a much harder time. I feel like Godot just needs more time to flesh itself out, but it's definitely a solid engine. And I haven't even touched dialogue yet. I'm still trying to figure out, like, just the core gameplay loop. Like, the combat's good. The combat's good, but I don't know if I wanted to play more like... Thanks, Starlight. I don't know if I wanted to play more like a linear dark, not even a Dark Souls, but more of like a God of War. That's funny, Sarayan. Although I did do woodworking, I did some. Um, I've been on 4 different ones. It doesn't seem to work. What do you mean by 4 different ones? Engines or different dialogue systems? Is there motion blur? I haven't programmed anything, so if you see it, it may not be my fault. Yeah, the nav mesh system is fantastic. I really like how the AI is kind of smart when it comes to it, and it can pick up different heights and it adjusts. Why, thank you. Thank you, Sir Ryan. Well, what kind of tutorials are you looking for? Because I'm still trying to figure this shit out myself. Anything in particular? That was a very weird bug. I don't know if you just saw that. Motion blur is automatically checked in the project settings. I'll take a look. Okay, that's a boss fight. Not gonna deal with that right now. But let's take a look to see if motion blur is there. You're right. Whether there's motion blur is enabled or not, post-processing camera game settings can still override and disable it independently. So let's turn it off and see what the game looks like. Oh, I see that. That changes things. The movement and animations definitely looks a little bit more... How do I put this? It definitely looks a little bit more like a cel-shaded one. If you guys have ever played Jet Set Radio, it kind of feels more like that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking this. I thought the cell shading was a little bit too... was a little bit much, but I think this is good. Let me see how it plays on other characters. So I'm building this out so you could play co-op. I'm building this out so you could play co-op with 4 different hero characters. That was... I call that character Shadow. This is Ripper. If my engine ever decides to move. As a Ripper character, she uses a sword and shield and like a pump action shotgun. Yeah. Thanks for that. Honestly, I appreciate it. It looks cell shaded, so it has a way more cell shaded feel. Although she does look like she's moving slower than my other characters. Ah, fuck, I missed. Nope. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. It is very intentional. I was looking for a character that had some. And I'm glad you like the taste. Fuck. Oh, and the boss looks so good with the cell shading. Fuck. I don't... And dead. But yeah, that's the death screen. Subject has been neutralized and ready for augmentation. Wait, what the fuck happened? It's looking for a fucking level to open. Shit, okay. This was an idea for a level I've been putting together. Didn't really work out. Level design is insanely hard. Way harder than programming for sure. But yeah, that was Ripper. Let me show you Echo. He uses a more spear and a sawed-off. Go for it. Do what you gotta do. There was that one and Contractor. contractor is a little bit more fast-paced. She's an assassin type. Nice. So why does it do that? you work. I'm gonna stick with you. Okay. All right, let's try this out. I'm going to figure the parry system out today. Input action parry. So let's make a new function. Where's my Twitch chat? OBS, right there. Oh, crap. Okay. There we go. Let's figure this out. So let's see what's essentially happening in the event graph. So at first we're checking if the character has the melee weapon equipped. And we don't have any stamina costs. We also... it's the same button, so do we have to... Alright, let's figure this out. Let's just start with, just to make sure if the weapon is equipped. Let's get the melee equipped. Oh, so that's it? Okay, let's set this up as a variable. Parry animation, and we want to make it editable so the other characters can use it.
She's waking up. I usually take her back to study.
Okay.
So you have 5 more minutes tops.
Okay, let's look for the animation notifies. So I have you under enemies, Zam, and in montages. No, do I have a notifies folder? Parry window. Okay. On notify begin, on notify end. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we get the owner. Okay, so he's doing it this way. Okay, so that changes things. So we don't need this. We need casting to the player. Then that works. Then we have to open you up. Let's make it really generous. Okay. Okay, now that we have you, that sounds good. Now we're gonna go here. Alright, we have facing closest enemy, change sensitivity, Y aim sensitivity. I have to update a lot of these. Knockdown NM, parried, parry NM, okay. Let's look for targeting, lock on targets, distant target actor. Fuck it, let's take a look at closest enemy. No, we don't need that. Finishing opponent shake. I need a bull. Let me take a look at this. Hey, Mr. Fox. How you doing? How do we get the closest enemy? Does implement interface. You can assassinate, BPI finisher. I had that set up in block if I was facing the player. There you are, melee equipped. Switch to left target, stamina control, wall, restore health, sprint. No. Is it in damage to negate the attack? So if it is blocking, block react, camera shake, update stamina, recover stamina. No. Where am I calculating if I'm facing the player? If I'm facing the enemy? Is that a tick? So I get the target actor, get myself, find look at rotation. Check if it's dead, lock on target, target actor. Wonder, I'm following a tutorial and I'm trying to see where he sets up if I'm facing the enemy. It's probably in the targeting system section. I'm gonna have to review that. How you doing, Mr. Kino? Or Miss? How you doing, Kino? Just did 6 hours straight blueprints and made crazy code. Oh, God. I can't imagine that. I've only been at it for, I don't know, however long the stream is. But right now, what I'm trying to do is figure out how to set up a parry system. So this is the game I'm working on. It's a cyberpunk Souls-like, where it's more like a mix between God of War and a Souls-like. Where you see you can lock on, you set up different attack animations, but you also have gun combat. Thanks. Yeah, it took me a while to get this far. I appreciate that. You can do, if you get the enemy's health below 50%, you can do executions. Alright, if you can get behind an enemy, you can do assassinations. There's the gun combat. And there's 4 playable characters. Right now I'm working on my character Shadow. Oh, if you also run out of stamina, it knocks you back a little bit. And still takes your health. Oh, fuck. There we go. I appreciate it. So right now I'm trying to set up a parry system. No, if you look at the top left corner, the blue bar, it measures ammo charges. So you can shoot and it drains. So you don't have to wait for a full reload. And also I didn't want to have to worry about ammo counters and everything. And the idea is that as you level up, you're going to be able to fire off more rounds. And each of the different characters amazing a few days ago for stamina. Yeah, my stamina system works similarly. So each character's shots, they take different amounts of just ammo. It's also a different fighting style for each character. Ideally, I want people to be able to play co-op. Like 4 characters, 4 players, and you just run through. The whole project idea of humans versus bots were around 2 years. This specific iteration of it, because originally it was supposed to be an FPS, this specific iteration of it is about a year. Well, 9 months. No. Don't worry. Ask the questions. I'm totally happy with answering it. Is it replicated yet? No. Some functions are, others are not. The stamina system is replicated, and the sprinting is replicated, but that's it. I want to, I need to extend it out more and more, but I want to figure out core mechanics and get out a demo as soon as possible, at least a single player demo. Because I just want to gauge interest, see if people would actually play something like this before I work out replicating everything for multiplayer. Put together a Steam page, maybe reach out to a publisher, because this is turning out to be a really big project. So let's go back here. So right now, what I need to do is figure out how would I be facing the enemy. Yeah, there's a lot. It's for the player base, the enemy, the different things. Like this project is getting pretty big. All the different assets I'm using and everything. It just builds on itself for so long, and it's like next to impossible to keep track of everything. I need to be better with organizing it. Player attack rotation. Get the target actor. Is there something here? So let's go to my can perform parry. Let's bring out the target actor. Pretty sure I can do this. Get myself, get that rotation, get target actor. Facing enemy. Grab this boolean, throw it here. And set this to true. I'm not sure if this will work, but might as well give it a shot. Uh-huh. I subbed and will keep my eye on this. Thanks, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be streaming more and more. I'm probably going to have to hop off soon, but I'll be on again in a couple of hours. It's like it's 3 o'clock by me, so maybe around like 10:30. So I'm going to have to hop off, but hopefully I can show you, like, make decent progress. But I do want to stream the development more and more. So hopefully you guys can keep me accountable to that. But I think for now, I'm going to cut it short, and I'll be back on again later today. Everybody watching on Twitch or YouTube, I really appreciate it. I love the questions. I hope to see you again. Thank you.